Hello and welcome to Dad Doesn't Have Time for This. To short review things quickly and compare them to everything else in existence. Mortal Kombat. I've got such fun memories of these movies as a kid, so I'm going to review the new ones instead. I'm waiting until I can get a copy of the 4K to review the original two. So, I saw the new one in theaters, so we're going to talk about it. And as a bonus, I'm going to talk about the first movie as well. So this is why Mortal Kombat 1, the reboot, is the 492nd best movie of all time, and Mortal Kombat 2, the second reboot, is the 412th best movie of all time. Yeah, the second one's slightly better, and I'll tell you why. So, the Mortal Kombat reboots are fun, schlocky garbage in the best kind of way. They're needlessly violent, they're somewhat crass, and they're everything I wanted as a 12-year-old. Now, the first film sets things up. It doesn't actually have the tournament, it's just like the setup for the tournament. Raiden's gathering his people, and they introduce some weird new character that no one cares about. More on that later. So, weird new character, descendant of Scorpion, should have been declared the new Scorpion at the end of the film. That would have been a much more reasonable ending. With how the second film panned out, I'm kind of glad they didn't. So, they go in, a bunch of people die, a bunch of people fight. And the first movie, it was decent. It had Scorpion, it had Sub-Zero, it had them fighting. And it was all setting up for the second film, which is where things really kick into gear. Now, I think the fight scenes in the first film were actually better than the fight scenes in the second film. But the second film is much more tonally where it needed to be. Johnny Cage in this film was an inspired casting choice. He does such a phenomenal job. Having him be a washed out actor instead of an actor in his prime really worked from a character development standpoint. And I really wish they'd just do one of those Johnny Cage movies, just the whole thing, just an hour and a half of just Johnny Cage in a movie. Not a movie in our world, but the movie in their world. I want to see Uncaged Fury. It would be glorious. Just the silliness, the ridiculousness. Johnny Cage backflipping over a rocket after throwing a spear through some girl trying to murder him. Just everything about these films is just over the top ridiculous, just like the original games from the 90s. So these films really hit the tone, the atmosphere, and everything just right. They're great. Why aren't they higher up on my list? Let's be honest, it's just schlocky, and that's not a bad thing. These films know what they need to be, and they deliver. Now, more on that needless character from the first film. He is, spoilers, unceremoniously murdered in this film. His head he gets throttled by Shao Kahn, and then his head gets smashed with a hammer. And no one really mourns him because no one really cared about him. And it was actually kind of funny how unceremoniously he was just punked in this movie. And I appreciate that nod to the audience because clearly they knew no one liked him. He was the weakest part of the entire movie. And they're like, you know what? We have to kill off some people. And boy, do they kill off a lot of people in this film. Why not kill off the character no one liked from the first film? So they do. And I respect that. I respect that they know what their fans want and they deliver. Are they trying to make highbrow cinema? No. Is this going to make $1 billion? Not even close. But if they budget these films appropriately, they can make another 3 or 4 of these things easy if they just budget accordingly and give the fans what they want. And you know what? I'd be happy with that. It doesn't have to be high budget. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be schlocky, stupid fun. And this was schlocky, stupid fun. I enjoyed my time with this film. And I would recommend it for those looking to have a excessively violent, fun time in a goofy brawl through the Netherrealm. So yeah, there you have it. Mortal Kombat 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1, whatever I end up calling this thing, is a fun adventure. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.